Good morning, good morning. Okay, enough of that. I was not going to do this video this early. I was going to do it in a week's time. The reasoning is because I do have the poncho top, the Kantha Bae poncho top, but I have altered it and I wanted to show you the unaltered one. However, since doing my Instagram posts, people have been contacting me saying, oh, well, you know, what have you done? I like it, blah, blah, blah. So I thought I would do it today, give you some measurements and show you how I altered it. They're very, very minimal alterations, but I still did them just to make it fit me better. And I thought, well, why don't I let you know, because there are not many of these left in the shop on the website. And they come up very rarely for sale on the Facebook buy sell trade page. And you know, if one does come up and you've been thinking about it and you've been thinking, I don't know, let's just talk about it, and then you have an informed decision. So let me change out of this, hang it up, and then start taking some dimensions for you, or sizing, you know what I'm saying. Okay. So first off, let me show you the poncho cape. It is actually, I just put it on there, a solid, as you can see, that's how it looks. And it is longer at the back and shorter at the front. And it is all open, okay? And by open, I mean, well, I made a modification. I just put a few stitches just here, okay? But if I hadn't, the entire thing would be open. And that will fit a large variety of sizes. I mean, you can see it there. It has buttons going down the front there. And I did do an alteration because all I did was fold it a little bit over and sewed it down. I don't need mine buttoning all the way up here. Otherwise, it would just button all the way up here. It's not necessary if you don't want it. It was just something I thought, well, I'll do it at the same time. And then I'm not fussing having to open it and stuff like that. So it has, well, it has a fake button there, which is really cute. See that? It's part of the placket. And then up here, you'll have, and you'll know they do the best buttons. I'm not going to lie. 1, 2, and there would normally be 3 buttons that button it up like that. And it gives you what I think is a very oriental kind of style. Like I say, all I did was I just got a corner of it, turned it over, and then just put a little sew there. It's not necessary for you. You don't have to. I just did it because that's the kind of person I am, as you know. Now, I made 3 alterations to mine. Like I say, I do not have an original to show you at the moment. One of them was I just did a quick sew just from here up here, just to make it more of a top, okay? You don't have to do that, but it gives this a little bit of an arm there. You can see it gives it a little bit of an arm. And I left quite a bit between there and there. I'll do the measurements, just so I could just slip it on over my head and it's done. The only other alteration I made was they come with a little cuff at the end, little cuff that you can button up. Yeah, I'm not messing around with all that, guys. I'm sorry, that did not work for me whatsoever. If it works for you, that's great. So what I did was I cut the cuff off. I just cut it off, and where I cut the cuff off, I just did a single stitch all the way around. That's it. Okay, it was very easy. Just cut exactly the line where the cuff was and sewed around it. So I have made 3 modifications to this. I think they were pretty basic modifications. Like I say, you don't have to change this. You do not have to put the little sew up there. But if you've been put off getting one because you think the cuff's not going to work for you, and it really did not work for me, then all you got to do is just cut that cuff off, you know, and just do a stitch all the way around. Or cut the cuff off and leave it. Just leave it to be nice and sort of frayed. It's up to you. It depends on your kind of look. The back of it, It's just nice, and it's generally two different patterns on the back and on the front. Now this would have been reversible if I had not done the little sew up there and there, but yes, it would have been reversible. But this is the only side I've been wearing, and I love it, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie. Let me get the hanger. I didn't think, when I got this off a bestie, let me just pull myself down. I got this off a bestie, and I think it was a trade, and I don't know what I was thinking at the time. I just saw it, I saw the colours, I thought they'd go beautiful with my pants. And then, well, whilst it was sort of on its way, I thought, I'm never going to like it. It's going to make me look bigger than I am. It's just, the cuff's going to annoy me, because I don't like things that annoy me during the day. I don't want to mess around with anything, which is why I do alterations. But when it came, I put it on, I was like, oh. And then the cuff obviously did not work for me. And then I thought, you know what, I'm going to sell her. But then the next morning, I slept on it. Next morning, I got up, I thought, I'm just going to take the cuff off. So, like I say, I just cut it off. You can see it's a straight line all the way down. And then, let's give you some measurements. My plus size gals, I really do like this for plus size gals. I don't think it makes you look any bigger than you already are, to be honest. So from the top to, shall we just go this way down, is 24 inches at the front, and then at the back is an extra 4 inches. And I like that. I don't like things like this, even though I made it. It's the same there and it's the same there. I like it to be longer. It's just a learning curve, you know, when you're doing some things. So I like it when it's a little bit longer at the back. That's just me. What else do you want to know? I suppose we could go from corner to corner. So if I just go to the center, okay, and double it, that's 50. So all the way across from there to the top is 50 inches, 50. When I did my little sew up, just to give it a more of a blouson kind of look, I can't even see where I did it. I left 9 inches free at the top, and then I just did one single stitch all the way down, and I did 9 there. So I just did 9, I just literally went up with a single stitch. Like I say, you don't have to do it. You could put a pin in it or whatever, or leave it. But I left 9 inches for my arm to get through there, see? And then from here to here is 9 inches. So I did like a 9-inch triangle. I did not sew that bit, okay? That's all open. I only sewed that bit there. Now it will fit, and it just fits nice. And I don't mind it has that frayed look. I'm happy with that. The placket comes all the way down. I'm just undoing the buttons. And it comes all the way down. I actually thought this was completely open and you had to button it all the way down. It's not. That is just a false placket there. And then from underneath there where it's sewn, you have about 8 inches there. So you can open that placket to wherever you want it. Let me put her back on, and then we can just talk. Let me just show you how easy she is to put on. See, she's got all this open here, open there, and she just literally slides on. And now you can see that I've got that little sew up there and sew up there, and I left enough open so it's almost like a top there and there. See? And then but it just keeps it kind of in place for me. That's why I liked it. And the sleeves, now you can see because it doesn't have, because that for me, it was really tight for me, I'm not gonna lie. So by removing them, it's just like just a solid piece. Now you can definitely wear it as open as you want or as closed as you want. If you're someone who gets cold, remember I don't get cold, I always get warm. If you get cold and you like to wear turtlenecks, this is great because you could button it all up, wear a turtleneck and have the long sleeve and have, excuse me, that look coming through. And this is what she looks like. I've been wearing her with my Eva. I hope some of you got some of these, just to let you know when she had when she was selling them again. With the I've been wearing it with these just to give me a little bit of warmth just on my hands. And these for me are great because you'll know I suffer with my hands with my eczema, and instead of having to wear sort of the skin coloured ones, I can pop these on, stay a bit warm, but I'm not scratching. So for me, these have been a godsend, to be honest. So I'm hoping you all got some. And I've just been wearing this with my pair of lounge pants, and that's it. I mean, look at that. But you can also wear something under it, like gosh, why am I forgetting things? You know, the capes, the silk capes. I have actually been wearing this with a silk cape. I'm just really hot at the moment, and this has been my get up in the morning, throw it on, throw on my lounges that I've got, and this is how I'm wearing it. I'm not joking. And I don't know, I just absolutely love it, to be honest. The length of it on me comes down to just my belly button, and I'm 5'6", so from here to here, let's measure this for you guys. I mean, shorter ladies it's gonna fit. So from here to sort of here, it is 23 inches. Okay, just from there down to about there, it's 23 inches. So that's really where it's going to cut at you. And then you've got those extra couple of inches to cover up your tushy. My ladies who have carry their extra weight up here, I mean, look at that. You've got all that. Just disregard the fact of sewing this one up. I was not going to unsew it, just to give you that. But normally it would be open. There is plenty of space if you suffer. I need to find another word for suffer, because it's not suffering, is it? If you have extra sort of bustage, it's going to fit, because look, you've got all of this coming in there, my darling. Wants to come and be part of this because she loves it as well. If you have bigger arms, it's going to fit. Look, you've got all that space. If you carry your weight here or here, I just think it just falls so nice. I mean, it falls over the biggest part of my tummy, and then, you know, and then it sort of angles down and covers up here. So if this wasn't sewn up, you would have this much space. Isn't that just adorable? Hi, baby. Daddy fed you. I fed her twice and she's ran away from her food twice. And now it's just all about the attention. You like that, babe? And it is cute, isn't it? So I'm thinking for my pluses who carry their extra from here down to about here, this is a great versatile piece. You can open it up, have it as open as you want. If you've been put off by the cuff thinking it's never going to work, just cut that darn thing off. You know, it's going to work for some people. It might not work with others. And you can undo the button of the cuff. I just didn't want to have that flopping around. So just cut it off. I mean, it's not a big deal. And then you have a wearable piece. And then, like I say, I like to wear mine with my lounge pants. But if I had some of the tighter, you know, the tighter fit things, I would definitely add a cape underneath it. So let's get the cape, show you how it looks like with my cape underneath it. It looks good. This is the cape. This is the one I overdyed, and this is the cape that I did not like the most. I was actually going to get rid of, and then I overdyed it, and now she's my go-to for everything. So this is the cape, and she's got the bell loungers. So you notice the loungers are wider. This is wider, but this kind of comes in just a little bit. You see what I mean? It's got that cut off, and then you've got that high-low kind of look. So why don't we just try it on now with a tighter pair of pants, the wide leg ones. My velvet ones haven't arrived yet, but I do have the overdyed green ones. Let's just see how the look goes if you have the bell lounges. Looking good. Give me a moment. Oh, sorry, Lou. So that's how it looks. If you own a pair of the Kantha Bae bell loungers, maybe the olive, or I don't know any of them. It just depends on what your colours are. But this winter, I've just been gravitating towards this. But this is a look. I mean, look at this, guys. If you find it, keep going back on you. Don't worry about it. And you'll know my trick about the capes. I always get a safety pin. I put a safety pin there, and I put a safety pin there. It stops it from moving around. I haven't done it for this, but I will be doing it when I find my safety pins. And this is how you've got me feeling emotions. Baby, I love you. Do you want to say hi to everybody? Yes. Oh my god, that was worth it for just to see Miss Lulu. So she got beat up a week ago by the stray cat living on our deck, and that's a whole different story, but she's good, guys. And so is the stray cat. He's got a nice little home. So anyhow, another look with your cape. No, I'm not paid, sponsored, endorsed, receiving anything for free or nothing from Kantha Bae. I've just, for some reason, I'm just finding more uses for these capes. Anything with a short going up like this works well. This cape, I mean, I'm hoping to bring out more because I do have another one on the way, and I've which was sort of the reds and the yellows, which I will do the same alteration. And then I've got a cape coming as well that's, I think it's yellow, so it will go nice with that as well. I just have to decide what pants to wear. But that's it, guys. That is my review of the Kantha poncho cape. I wish I had not procrastinated, but I do feel that because I did, and I managed to get one now, I was in the mindset that yes, I could just change it, alter it for my body, just re-alterations. And like I say, if you are watching this video now and you do not have a sewing machine, you don't need to sew this down. This is just because I have a crazy streak. You do not have to sew this down here, okay? This is a crazy streak. If you think that the little bit here is going to be a problem, cut it off. That's it. Get a little needle and thread and just sew it up if you don't have a sewing machine. Or if it doesn't bother you, leave it. It doesn't matter, because it's all sewn up to that point anyway, so I think you'll be fine. But if this is something that you think, yes, I'm going to be able to fit that in my life, I'm going to be able to wear it, and like me, I'm not joking, I have literally gone to bed in this twice. I've worn this in the lounges just in case. I'm not going to lie, we have an alien attack, and that's a whole different issue. But just in case we have an alien attack, I just want to make sure I've got the good stuff on. Yes, I know. That's how I think. But yeah, and the only other thing I'm missing at the moment is my long necklace. She's out there at the moment, but I would pop out my long necklace with this, and I'm done, guys. I had to switch it off. It's going to be too long a video. Anyhow, I hope that helps anybody who's on the fence about it. I'm sorry that I'm doing the review now when they don't have a lot left, but if you do see one that you like, or even that you could over dye maybe and make it your colour, you could always over dye one that they've got left in the shop. We could always just put a thing out to say, hey, get more of the poncho capes in, and check out on the Kantha Bae buy sell trade page, because people always come up with them. But if you currently have one of these capes and you don't know what to do, poncho it up, baby, poncho it up. Just poncho it up, baby, poncho it up. Thank you for watching, bye.